Looks like snow and the cold temperatures over the weekend threw a wrench into plans for road construction crews in Bozeman.
MTN's Cody Boyer is live at the scene of one of those construction sites with an update. Cody.
Well, Kevin, Caitlin, Bozeman city crews are still hard as well. You can look around. The snow itself is basically not here anymore, but they're still steadily at work down here on Cottonwood Road, as well as down the other way on Ferguson Road and the intersection of Durston, where they are actively turning that still into a roundabout. But this snow and, more importantly, the moisture that it's leaving behind, well, that's going to be causing some issues.
It primarily affects the paving operations that we have on our projects.
Along Cottonwood, what once was a temporary trench has now been refilled, forming what almost looks like a road again, just without the potholes. However, it's still dirt, and a bit of snow could keep it that way.
We can't pave streets unless it's 40 degrees and rising, and we also can't pave if we have precipitation falling.
Bozeman City Engineer Sean Coates says with things damp and freezing, the science that goes into building a road from scratch feels it first.
We can't have what are called frozen subgrade materials, basically frozen soils. Really are depending on things to warm up a little bit before we can pave our projects.
When it comes to any delays, Coates says it all comes down to the pavement. If the top is slushy or wet, that pavement can't come down. But the hope is, according to Coates again, that they'll be able to catch up. But when you look at the size of the project, they're going to need all the time they can get.
We're crossing our fingers that the weather will hold through October.
But when it comes to progress, things are getting better, at least according to Bill Pratt, who still has a front row seat to Cottonwood's transformation.
They're working long hours, and I have to compliment them on that.
When I met Bill, there were other concerns, temporary water hoses, while city crews worked around other water mains. Those are gone.
They showed up, they were very congenial, and answered any questions. In fact, I think the guy apologized to me.
Andy says dust mitigation is more under control too. As for the possibility of delays, Pratt's not worried about this either.
They're actually moving faster than what I expected, but it would still be interesting to hear from the city as to what their time frame is.
Now, Coach told me that his crew still aim to get both of those routes, again, that's Ferguson and here on Cottonwood Road, fully at least passable before the winter gets here. You'll be able to drive down them, but they will not be complete. And as for the projects themselves, that completion date hasn't been set to a specific time yet, but they do project that it will be done sometime next spring. Live in Bozeman, Cody Boyer, back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Cody. Now